Hi everyone, and welcome to the Public Relations, Mass Media, and Communications Assembly. We're so glad you've joined us today to learn more about these careers and how we got here ourselves. Hello, my name is Sydney Kaysen, and this is my final story project. I'm excited to tell you about my education and how I came to be a corporate communications manager. It all started at the beginning of my senior year when it was time to start applying to colleges. While thinking about colleges, I also had to think about my major. I've always been interested in media, so I decided I wanted to major in mass communications and media. I always knew I wanted to go to FSU, but after a lot of thought, I decided it was best for me to spend my first 2 years of college at Valencia. Within your first year at Valencia, it's required to take a course called New Student Experiences. So for my first semester of college, I took the NSE course, and it really helped me create a pathway for my future. This class helped me determine my purpose, goals, values, and career pathway for my future life. The best thing I learned from this class would be finding out my purpose in life. My purpose, goals, and career pathway all relate to each other. They all have to do with attending college and expanding my knowledge for my major. I studied for 2 years at Valencia to receive my AA. Then I transferred to FSU where I studied in communications and public relations. And after 2 years there, I received my bachelor's degree. As my graduation from FSU got closer, it was time for me to start looking into internships. My very first internship was located in Atlanta. Here, I did things like distribute press releases, write marketing materials, and conduct media research. After my graduation, I completed my second and last internship in Chicago. This one was for the Niagara Foundation. Here, I did things relating to journalism, English, and communications. Now that I had graduated and finished up my internships, it was time to go and find my desired job. And I wanted to be a corporate communications manager. Now, of course, I couldn't start off as a manager and that high up in work right out of college. So I had to start at the bottom and work my way to the top, which is exactly what I did. My very first job right out of college was a communications specialist. There, I worked closely with the marketing manager, director, and vice president of the company. My overall job was to provide digital media and campaign for successful implementation of all department projects. Finally, after working as a communications specialist for a few years, I got promoted. I got my job that I wanted since I found my career path 8 years ago in my New Student Experience class. Basically, a corporate communications manager is someone who is in charge of their company's communication efforts. We also manage public relations initiatives and develop content for campaigns and press releases. Here are a few things I do for my job. Travel. There are a few business trips out of the year that last about 3 weeks. You travel to attend trade shows or conferences and other things like that. My daily routine and a few of my duties include distributing executive messages as needed, preparing meeting presentations, conducting meetings to share information with other employees, and developing print materials. And that is basically all for my education and my career. I hope this assembly was helpful to anyone who plans on majoring in public relations and working in the field of mass communications and media later on in their life.
Created using Powtoon.